Let's get ready to welcome her. Counseling psychologist from Inner Light, Mumbai. 10 years, guys. 10 years of amazing experience. Hi, Rashi.
Hi Shweta, how are you?
Good, good, good. So
I'm
looking
so
forward
happy.
to talk to you.
Yes, I'm so glad that you invited us to do this and very happy to reach out to
Yeah.
the audiences to talk about this.
Well, I think this is amazing. A good platform, rather, I must say, because
Yes.
COVID-19, I think when it started, it was a big shock for all of us. Took us
Mm.
a lot of time, but
Yeah.
2 months down, and I think we have adapted a little bit, but yet there is a lot that keeps us worried all the time.
Yeah.
So I think आज थोड़ी बहुत बातें करते हैं एक साथ,
Mm.
just with your help, so you can help us how to ease out a bit. Because if you ask me, even I'm very worried all the time, being a
Yeah.
freelancer, really worried all the time.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of people joining in, so maybe we can just wait for 2 or more 3 minutes and then we can begin with the discussion.
Sure, sure,
But
sure.
a little bit from you till then, till the time people join
So
us.
yes, we at Inner Light Counseling Center, we're a Mumbai-based mental health and emotional well-being space, which was started almost 40 years ago by my father, who's a senior psychiatrist. And
Wow.
last 10 years, we've been leading this. So right now, of course, we're not in clinic, but we are receiving a lot of requests and calls, and we are having our sessions almost as regular as previously, because people are wanting to either address their worry around the current situation, or are also coming forward to use this time to either work on their relationships or some thought
Yeah.
related aspects, or even like just work on their own self development, which is great. So that's basically what we are focusing on. And of course, we really look forward to sessions such as these, because it helps us to reach out to a larger audience, to help people understand
Yeah.
the many facets of emotional well-being, and kind of put them into practice.
Wow. But I'm sure that during COVID, the work you guys are doing, it's the most important, because I'm sure the way we go ahead and apply makeup on our faces or comb our hair, it is also very important at such hour to take
Yeah.
care of our mental health. I think
Yes.
mental health is the main focus right now at such a dark hour. So
That's a
thank you
very,
so
very
much.
good analogy, because mental makeup is now people are realizing we don't do anything to take care of ourselves nowadays while we are at
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
But the mental makeup is so important, because how you wake up and what kind of thoughts you kind of have flowing from the very start of the day is
yeah,
your mental makeup, and that's going to impact so much of our emotions and our productivity. So I'm glad we
yeah.
can take this up.
Awesome. So yes, our I think our viewers have started joining us. So let's
Yes.
begin with the first question. We received a lot of questions online because I was trying to ask everybody, what are you going through? What's up? So
Yeah.
after COVID-19 that has affected us, I have like a list of questions ready with me that has come up. So I'm going to take up the first question that I felt very relevant for today's time. That
Sure.
uh, there is a lot of anxiousness now. लाइक
Hmm.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल हर एक का जो लाइफस्टाइल है वो थोड़ा हटके है, अलग है. लाइक फॉर मी आई एम अ फ्रीलांसर.
Hmm.
मुझे अब ये नहीं पता कि मेरा अगला प्रोजेक्ट मुझे कब मिलेगा. Forget about getting paid with it. And people
Right.
who are on a job, they are having salary cuts, you know.
Yeah.
They are worried कि next month क्या और salary cut होने वाली है, या फिर next month what if I lose my job, you know, because
Correct.
companies
Yeah.
globally are going through so much. So it's
That's true.
left everyone with a lot of anxiety. I asked a question on Instagram yesterday that are you guys anxious? And to my
Yeah.
surprise, 78% people said yes, we are very anxious, with reasons given of how much do they think throughout
It's
the day.
affecting that. Yeah.
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 So
That's
yeah,
true.
it's something you'd like to share on that. Yeah.
While everybody is experiencing change in this in with their routines, and
Yeah.
the entire unexpected or uncertainty of the situation, it may
Yeah.
be safe to say that it is normal or understandable for people to feel fearful,
Yeah.
that they are bound to feel some sort of anxiousness around what is next and where things go. But as a mental health professional, I can be certain to say that even if it is normal to feel like that, it's most definitely not healthy. Because at a time like this, firstly, to understand why this is happening, right? That as the human mind is typically used to having control over our immediate situation or our immediate circumstances. We know what's the plan for the next week, for the next month, for the whole year sometimes. And now here's a situation where everything was just like the onset of the pandemic was so sudden. People still don't know, what's lined up ahead, like you said, next month, so on. So that uncertainty and that lack of knowledge or lack of control is what is making people feel anxious. It's kind of making that bubble of fear bigger and bigger, which is making people feel very uncomfortable. But we can't ignore the fact that while there's so much emphasis on taking care of my physical strength and my physical immunity, how we take care of our emotions at a time like this is equally important, because my emotions have like a significant impact on my physical immunity also, which is why interactions like these are so important, when we can reach out to people to help them understand these things and to also possibly give them
I think there is a little problem in the
doable
connection.
steps.
So I think Rashi can just quickly check that connection.
Can you hear me?
Just give us.
Are we back? Are we back?
Yes, I think we're back. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So, like I was saying, so important to be able to reach out to people and give them simple day-to-day solutions that they can practice and understand these aspects and move towards building their emotional immunity as much as their physical immunity in times like these.
So, थोड़ी एक दो tips, because even I go crazy thinking all day sometimes. It's very subconscious. मैं कोई effort नहीं करती हूँ, sometimes अभी हमारा एक ही main काम होता है, झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन कपड़े, खाने में क्या बनाना है, what a question that is. It's like a genius answer to it जो कभी आता नहीं है. So a simple way out that can help us from you, a bit of tips of how we can sort this anxiety in us.
Yes, I think I'd love to discuss a lot of these things as we go forward. But one thing is for sure that most people who are feeling anxious are exposing themselves to either the continuous need to check on what is happening in the world, or what is the now the current number, or what is the increase, or has it reached my area, or has it reached my building. And there is a need to kind of stop doing that, because you have to understand that the more you expose yourself to information out of the need ki pata hona chahiye, we should remain updated. And we tend to then check our WhatsApp every half an hour, check the news every 2 hours. And all of that information is only making us feel more and more stressed or more anxious, because there's very little you can do about it other than keep yourself safe at home. So it's important that if you notice you're feeling anxious, and if you notice that you're getting into जैसे वो एक स्पाइरल हो रहा है थॉट्स का, जहाँ बहुत नेगेटिविटी हो रही है, या समटाइम्स पीपल आर आल्सो फीलिंग, जिसको हम साइकोसोमैटिक सिम्टम्स बोलते हैं, कि अपने आप में लगने लगता है कि अच्छा खांसी हो रही है, कहीं कोविड तो नहीं हो गया, या थोड़ा सा एंड दीज थिंग्स आर वेरी कॉमन. वी सी दिस अमंग people now. So if you sense that you're going down that path, then it is important that you take a step back and choose not to expose yourself to either WhatsApp or the news, or even friends से भी बात कर रहे हैं या family से भी बात कर रहे हैं, तो इन topics के related discussion minimal रखें, so that it does not impact all of your life or all of your day-to-day routine and conversations.
I'm going to really try this tip out, because the past 60 days, I think the other day हम लोग एक challenge खेल रहे थे अपने friends के साथ, कि हम video call पे थे, कि आधा घंटा बात करते हैं और आधे घंटे तक हम इस बारे में कोई बात नहीं करेंगे.
It is a challenge.
And we didn't realize when we started talking about it back again. So I think it is important that we put this into practice. Be home and be safe.
I hear people say कि पता नहीं कोविड हुआ था उससे पहले what conversations we would have, or what would WhatsApp forwards be about, because now it's only about this, and people are not realizing how it is impacting their stress levels, at a subconscious level, कि पूरा समय at the back of your mind that is going on.
So thank you. I'm going to put this in practice, and I hope जो हमें सुन रहे हैं फिलहाल वो भी ये practice करें कि इतना ज्यादा ये जो ओवर इंफॉर्मेशन अब हमें मिल गई है, आई थिंक
Hmm.
सो मच इंफॉर्मेशन राइट फ्रॉम आवर न्यूज टू आवर व्हाट्सएप, इट इज ऑल
Yeah,
अबाउट दिस.
yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
let's just shut doors of our house and the news together, and
Hmm.
it'll help us. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. The other thing that really leads us to the next question in my head is that because we are home, and the way, especially the way we've been living in Mumbai, the
Hmm.
city is always on a go. And
Hmm.
suddenly वो एक ठहराव भी नहीं कहूंगी मैं, but it's such a big standstill that
Hmm.
a forced standstill rather. You know,
Hmm.
it's not a thing that we had out of choice, but we have no choice. So
Hmm.
it's affected our lifestyle so much,
Hmm.
our the way we have to go ahead and do things we've never done. हमने कभी झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन ये सब नहीं किया है, and
Hmm.
somewhere it does affect our head.
Hmm.
Plus, I'm sure you're working from home right now, and
Hmm.
the balance, maintaining that balance,
Yes,
taking
right.
care of
Hmm.
everything at home, it's a big imbalance. So, what do we
Right.
do about that?
You know, you're right. There has been a big shift and big change in the routine.
Yeah.
Simply put, up until the pandemic, our routine would go as per clockwork. We would
Hmm.
step out to go to office,
Yeah.
maybe gym के लिए कहीं जाते थे या socialize
Yeah.
करने we would go out, and then after all that we would come back home to rest or to
Hmm.
spend time with our family and
Yeah.
unwind.
Yeah.
Now what has happened is that this very home has become the space for everything, right? yahi
Hmm.
se work from home, yahi pe sare errands, yahi pe relax,
Yeah.
yahi pe work out. So that has been the one major shift or one major change in routine, if I may say, that people have had to adapt to.
Hmm.
And you're right, like generally most of us have a
Yeah.
resistance to change. You know, we're not so comfortable to
I,
change our routines. Even
yeah.
earlier, why now? Even earlier, we were very resistant to change, which is why we make excuses or procrastinate karte कि हाँ कर लेंगे, you know,
बाद
or
में
we
करेंगे.
justify कि अभी जरूरत नहीं है, and you know, many such factors. But like you rightly said, nature has its own way of teaching us, and maybe because lack of no other option, but everybody has had to adapt to this change and has
Yeah.
had to comply by this. But I think that's still not enough. Like, while everybody is doing that, what
Yeah.
is more important is how we are adapting to this change. You know,
Hmm.
you're right. 2 mahine mein, most people have now gotten used to saying that, okay, now we're home and we feel a
Yeah.
little more comfortable. But how are you adapting to the change? Are you cribbing, sulking,
Cribbing.
complaining? And वो सब करने के बाद giving up and saying कि ठीक है, you know, like fine, I accept the change. Because when that happens, then I'm sure there are a lot of negative statements in your mind that say stuff like, I can't do this, I'm tired, or work from home is not for me, and I can't handle the stress, and so many such negative thoughts. And
Hmm.
all of these negative thoughts are going to make me feel drained out, like, you know,
Hmm.
in thoughts, in energy levels, in my mood.
Hmm.
And that's something that needs attention. So you're right that this entire shift in change in routine
Hmm.
is something that we should talk about. But what is your personal view, I mean, from all the questions and responses that you've got from people on their attitude towards the change or attitude towards adapting to the new routines?
See, if I'll be very honest with you, in the starting, it was only cribbing. And
Hmm.
even now, the main thing that I want to talk to you about is, अभी भी ऐसा लगता है कि, you know, they say that appreciation should be there somewhere. But
Hmm.
the complaint factor today is much higher than appreciation in
Yeah.
everything. And as you just said, आपने अभी भी बोला that if our thoughts are that way, it
Hmm.
also drains our energy that we have.
Yes, yes, of course.
So I never thought it that way, but thanks for sharing that, because I think it's very important we go ahead and shift our attitude
Yeah.
towards doing our housework or making a schedule for it every day rather than cribbing on it every day. What
Right.
I just wanted to ask you about, what about the elder couples that are around us? Like in my building also, there are almost 12 elderly couples who are trying to manage everything apne aap,
Hmm.
and youth has more energy being
Hmm.
the age factor.
Hmm.
Plus elders with age become a little rigid in their thought process of how they have the comfort. उनको हमेशा एक comfort में वो लोग जिए हैं. that the maid is coming to support them or there is a cook to assist them. आज वो सब नहीं है. Though the West is not that affected that way. वो लोग
Yeah.
पहले से ही आत्मनिर्भर हैं इन चीजों में.
Yeah. There's an
हमें अभी अभी बोला है मोदी जी ने कि भाई आत्मनिर्भर होना शुरू हो जाओ.
Right.
But so something about a tip for all our elder couples, our people who
You're
still
right,
find this. Yeah.
Our culture and the availability of manpower and all of these things has made it very easy. You know, the support staff makes it very easy. So yes, and ये बात सही भी है that older people are having it even tougher at this time because physically they don't have the energy to do all of these things. But वो एक लाइफस्टाइल एक्सपेक्टेशन रहा है, जैसे कि घर रोज एक खाना एक तरीके से बनना चाहिए या चीजें there are expectations from their routine. But the only thing that we can do to support them, one is of course to have them, like as the younger neighbors, or like, we can support them in whatever way is possible by helping them with all that they need. But at a thought level, there is need to become more flexible and more easygoing for them on maybe some of those factors that they have been very rigid about, like letting go of maybe everyday cleaning, because that's not so important as is for them to contain their maintain
energy.
Their energy. Exactly. Or even like coming around how they manage their meals, or most importantly staying in touch with their family members and staying in touch with their kids who don't live with them. Some of these things are what will keep them going, to keep themselves in a more positive mood. Most importantly, how they spend their time. There's a lot of free time that they had earlier also, because most of them are probably retired, but there was this thing of garden ja sakte hain, ya yoga class or something like that. But now it's a challenge because they have to adapt to technology. They have to now, but there's a lot available, right? YouTube or many such things they can use to listen to old songs or to sing along, or, maybe even pick up the phone, call a friend, play Antakshari together on call, but do things that keeps you feel engrossed. ऐसा नहीं कि हम, and the same thing applies कि उस age group को शायद because COVID के आसपास vulnerability या high risk population वो ज़्यादा है, उनको tension होने के भी reasons ज़्यादा हैं कि we are the senior citizens, we are, so that is another factor. So they should even more stay away from checking news and getting themselves worried of what is happening, and engage their time in doing things that they really enjoy, whether it is reading or it is playing a game with their spouse, or anything that can keep them mentally engaged while not worrying about the routine and the rigidity जो पहले हम जैसे करते थे वो वैसे ही continue होना चाहिए. This is a time of a pandemic, and this is something I would like to say to everybody, not just the older people, that this is, it's not a productivity competition that I have to prove that I came out of it with a new skill, or it's more about surviving it, and more about keeping ourselves occupied, engaged, mentally, emotionally steady, and that's more important than trying to achieve a lot and prove something to either your family members or otherwise.
I think that was amazing. I mean, the good highlights were your schedule can be changed a bit, and that's a very small shift that will help us. That's amazing. But this takes me to the next question, very connected, which you already spoke a little bit about. That पहले हमारे पास हर चीज के लिए ना टाइम नहीं था. बहुत सारी चीजें मैंने भी ऐसे टाली हैं कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. और being a freelancer, for me, I can say कि अब मेरे पास abundance of time है. On the other hand, there are people who are trying to balance work from home, the work of your house, plus your cooking, plus your taking care of your relationship at home with everybody, not let that frustration show there. So something that you'd like to share about that, the time flux difference that has come up. बहुत ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत सारा अब time है, especially for the freelancers and people who are working, the mothers who are working. I was down the other day in my building, vegetables वाला हमारी building के अंदर आता है. And all the mothers were so worried क्योंकि उनको अपना ऑफिस का काम भी करना पड़ता है, उनका ऑनलाइन होमवर्क भी करवाना पड़ता है, उसके बाद they take care of the house. So it's a lot of time imbalance that's happening. So
Yes.
something about that.
Imbalance is the absolute right word, because there is, people have radically different quantities of time available to them. I mean,
Yeah.
like you clearly pointed out, from freelancers to mothers to work from home professionals, हर इंसान का सिचुएशन अलग है, उनके how much time they have at hand is different, क्या responsibilities हैं नहीं है, it all depends on that. So it might be unfair to give one standard response, but yes, what is true is that everything is best when it's in moderation, right? और अभी शायद वो moderation नहीं हो पा रहा है, या तो बहुत ज्यादा time है या बिल्कुल बहुत कम time है, या family members के साथ there's a lot of time to spend, or for some people there's also too much time alone, which is leading to isolation or feeling lonely and things like that. So either way, what we need to come to is ways of managing this effectively, managing this situation effectively. Shweta, I think when we started, this entire social distancing seemed like a temporary solution. We thought that this is abhi ke liye, thoda samay. But as things are building up, it seems like our reality for the foreseeable future yehi rehne wala hai. A lot of us for the next few months at least, may have to work from home, or may have to continue this sort of social distancing or be indoors, which means that it jitna jaldi we learn how to adapt to this free time or lot of time or less lack of time, it's better, because that's how well we will how much we'll feel like we're in control of the situation. It's a completely good idea to work out your routines in the day, by which I mean that agar aap दो तीन चीजें हैंडल कर रहे, your work schedule, your home errands, the time you spend with your family or with your spouses, ideally there should be a sort of discipline that you follow each day to say, this is the time, my morning 3 hours that I commit to something else, or this is the time that I absolutely sit to work, and that is how I am able to achieve most of the things I do. Because there is such a overlap when we don't set a routine to things, then there's always an overlap. We're trying to multitask, which is not possible in a situation like this. And also, when we don't schedule ourselves, then the mind also wanders. We think कि अच्छा एक चीज कर रहे हैं but ध्यान किसी और चीज में. I'm cooking but I'm thinking कि बच्चे का homework बाकी है, वो कर रहे तो I'm worrying about अपना work email भेजना है. So many things are going on. It's important that we structure our time in a way that there's a dedicated hour or a slot in the day which I commit to a specific activity. Also, it's so important that we can try and remain as close as is possible to our pre-COVID routines. The mind is, you can trick your mind into believing that my routine hasn't changed. Only if I can make sure, like in my previous work routine, if I woke up at a particular time and showered and got ready and started my day, I should try and maintain that in the same way, so that I feel like I have time at my hand. The lockdown situation and the concept of अच्छा पूरा दिन पड़ा है, बहुत time है, is getting people to really procrastinate. So the time that they could use to achieve their personal projects or even their creative tasks for professionals like y'all, वो नहीं हो पा रहा है, because we have this false sense of बहुत time है, and it just goes by in thinking that कर लेंगे, and maybe not being able to compartmentalize and organize our day with specific tasks. So it's a good idea to bring a sort of structure and trick your mind into believing that your routine as of right now is as close as is possible to what it used to be before.
मतलब ये नहीं कि हम 7 बजे तो 7 बजे उठें. We can somewhere get up at 10 o'clock, but try and follow your schedule at least in a similar way somewhere.
You can have a schedule that suits your current this thing, but it shouldn't be that it's a complete lag because उठ के क्या करना है, not that attitude which a lot of people started off with but are now kind of having to streamline because the situation seems like it's going to be much longer. So that's why it's important that we have that structure to say that my 10 to 1 is maybe to like clean up or prep my meals for the day or whatever, and then this is the time we spend together, or this is the time we respond to work emails, or even like keep in touch with family members, let there be a dedicated time, because that will allow me to also have a sense, especially for mothers, like you mentioned, there's so much responsibility. It will allow them to know that there is a time set aside for me. There's a time set aside where I can do something, maybe call my family or call a friend and take that break from this entire routine. So hence important.
मैंने ऐसे कभी seriously नहीं सोचा in 60 days में that you can actually be a little close. A very lovely tip. So all our viewers जो भी देख रहे हैं, it's a good tip, guys. Try to stay a little close to what you were earlier, because don't really forget what the life was. We are adapting to change. Like for all our housewives who were there, if they had that little time to go down and spend with their friends, they can have the same time on a phone call and play Antakshini, as you said, or something or the other that keeps them still in that routine. Gym to hum ja nahi rahe abhi, so I think somewhere a little bit of gym at home can be possible in that same time. So these are small things that we have to keep in time. Well, I think there are a lot of people here जिन्होंने काफी comments में कुछ पूछा भी, and I think we've missed that. So if anybody has any questions, you all can post it here, because we have Rashi who's all set to answer it with all the details, all the experience, guys. Something that you'd like to really share, we are all welcome to answer. एक बहुत ही important aspect है जो सबसे ज्यादा effect हुआ है, I feel, honestly, okay? Though I really love my partner, I love spending time with him. And similarly, it goes for everybody who's staying with their partner, या फिर फ्लैटमेट है. कई लोग तो एक ही रूम में रूममेट के साथ रह रहे हैं. कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ रह रहे हैं. There are many cases that we keep hearing, many stories how people are going through struggle. But we are also going through एक mental struggle, of अभी मेरे पास खुद की स्पेस तो उतनी है नहीं. पहले मैं शायद बाहर अकेले चली जाती थी. Gym जाना, going for your vegetables, being a freelancer, going out for a jog, something or the other that I had my me time was there. अभी आजकल एटलीस्ट बॉम्बे में छोटे जगहों पर वो इतना पॉसिबल नहीं है. So something that you'd like to share on that?
Actually, it's quite ironical, because when we were really busy with our work routines, especially people who have very hectic jobs, we would often hear people say कि अरे काश break मिलता, I could spend time with my family, or I could just relax and I could do these things. And अब जब वो time मिला है, and it is so important to make the best of this time. And while that thought is there at the back of people's mind, and they are trying in whatever way possible to spend time with their partners, but you're very right, there's also a need for space, because what happens is that we are not used to actually spending so much time together. We're used to having our own routines, and then coming back home and seeing our partner and spending that much time. And now, like we said earlier, right, there's an overlap of domestic life to romantic life to work life. Everything is kind of one above the other, and people are not able to draw boundaries between that, because of which one or the other is suffering, and more often than not it comes out on the partner in terms of frustration. Another aspect of this lack of space is one, but another aspect that we're also noticing is that because there's so much stress outside, and people, like we spoke of uncertainty earlier, everybody's way of responding to stress is different. How I cope with stress versus how my partner or my roommate deals with it. And when that happens, when I'm extremely stressful, I may tend to read more than there is to a situation, or I may tend to misunderstand the other person and be reactive on them, which is also leading to some misunderstandings and fights between people who are, co-living, whether they are married couples or roommates or even parents and children. So it's important, very important, that we take our space out from whoever we are sharing living space with. I say this because we're used to having that space for ourselves from before. So even if we can't physically take that space with our homes and other situations, at least in your routines, If you have a routine in place, then you can decide that this is the time I spend doing my task, whether it is watching something that I like to watch or reading a book, and this is the fixed time that we come together to do certain things. You know, maybe we do a couple of errands together, or maybe we do a small workout together, but it's very clearly defined that this is me time and this is we time, and we're giving equal importance to both. So if you are finding that over the last many weeks that conflict is happening where you feel suffocated, or you feel like you don't have time for yourself, important to define that, discuss that and define that a little bit with your partner, to say that here's the hours that I will take to myself to finish a few things that I enjoy, and invest that time in your hobbies, things that make you happy, because not necessarily your partner may have the same interests or same, you know, things that they like. So it's a good idea to take that time out and then come back to spend time together. When I take care of myself, when I take care of my routine, whether it is my sleep, my diet, all of that, I also feel happier as a person. And when that happens, I'm in a much better position to give to the relationship. But in the absence of that, if I'm always going to be feeling that we're crossing paths and I don't have space, that irritability is going to cause tension in the relationship also. Irrespective, it could be a friend, but irrespective, that irritability will happen. So hence, it's so important to take care of yourself, take care of things that you like to do. Take that space, even if it is for just an hour in a day, but you totally deserve to take that space for yourself, because it makes you feel lighter. It makes you feel like going back to talking to that person. So that break is important.
So we need that break, like a recharger for ourselves, to come back together in a better way. That just 1 hour or half an hour to myself alone, in whatever I love to do, that's going to recharge me. Or फिर साथ में, I think the time spent together post that, it's going to be even more better. थोड़ा और better हो जाएगा. But you know, so there's this joke running on the internet, Rashi, which I thought I'll talk to you about. That future में ये extra marital affairs जो हैं वो बिल्कुल होने ही नहीं वाले हैं, गायब हो जाएंगे. और जो अभी हो रहे हैं वो लोग क्या breakup कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, पॉसिबल तो है नहीं, आप घर से बाहर तो जा नहीं सकते हो. So something on that.
Difficult to say, because on the positive side of things, we would like to believe that this is not a permanent situation, and we're eventually, of course, going to get out of it. But extramarital affairs to care is a completely different chapter. What a lot of people are noticing is that even in the marriages, there are conflicts happening, right? People are like fighting.
Absolutely.
In fact, at one point in April, China reported highest ever record of divorce cases filed, and that was largely for these factors. So the disharmony that probably has already been existing in a marriage that people have not worked on is now becoming more difficult for them to live with. So extramarital affairs and how that is handled, technology, and of course I'm for sure it would have reduced in the last 2 months, and that would be a good situation, positive side of the pandemic if that happens. But most definitely there is a need to work on the relationship and work on the marriage if there have been pre-existing issues, you know, because they just become aggravated when they haven't been resolved either with professional help or systematically by understanding each other's emotions and needs, and it is important to focus on that as well.
Lovely. So there are a lot of questions that have been running down because there are divorce cases. There is also an issue of domestic violence which is in the air. There is also a lot of people committing suicide that's come up, and a lot of uncertainties in the environment. These are all questions that are coming up. So I know these are all not positive informations that are coming to us, and not positive instances jo ho rahe hain. So in a line or two, something about all of this happening around us, and how can we just quickly deal with it?
It's totally true that, like I said, with marriages, even with people who have had previous history of already an existing anxiety problem or depression, and when something like this happens, it kind of gets triggered multifold. So we are seeing, and similarly for domestic violence, it would be difficult to comment on that on a platform like this, but my sincere request to anybody watching this, if they feel that they have been victim to or know of anyone who's going through domestic violence, please reach out to us personally, DM us, so we can help you with the correct contact numbers of NGOs and agencies that are working for this purpose, whether it is for children or it is for women or men. Please, they can reach out to us personally, and we can help them with the right contacts of people who can help them even in the lockdown. People are feeling that because they are locked down, they can't escape these situations, but there is help for that aspect also. About the other things, like you mentioned, it is so important to remain positive about how we are adapting to the change. We were talking earlier about changing and how everybody is now gotten around accepting it, but there is a need to focus on the positive aspects of this situation also. When I look at change with a positive attitude, it kind of fills me with motivation, and that motivation as a result causes more positive change, and that's what we all want, right? So if I were to look at the positive side, I will only then be able to embrace and wholeheartedly accept the situation for what it is, instead of feeling sad or feeling that I'm feeling extremely low about it, or like I always say, like, it's almost like we host a pity party inside our heads. Ki bichari mein, what situation am I in? And this entire sympathizing with my situation is subconsciously telling myself that, oh, I don't need to do anything about it. I feel sorry about it. I stay with that feeling. And that is what keeps the negative emotions constantly going. It's so important to then realize, become aware of these things, that I am constantly sympathizing with myself too much, or I'm not taking tangible steps towards solution. If so much time is going to go in thinking about the problem, discussing it with other people, constantly overthinking about it, then when am I actually going to do something to change that situation? So hence it's important to change that attitude from just like problem oriented to more solution oriented.
I think that's more important, because hamara automatically being humans, it goes to the problem oriented thing rather than the solution oriented. So we have to start making efforts to shift the focus there. So just one thing so as a girl, there is always our favorite lipstick that we have, that a day that I'm feeling very dull or something, I'm sure even you have that little one earring or a lipstick or something that makes you feel better, ki yaar, okay, chalo, I'm looking better, whatever. So similarly, something that you tell yourself every day, that, because so much around us, and so something that you would like to tell everyone, कि यार ये एक ऐसी चीज है that तुम अपने आप को एक mantra, form your own mantra every morning, so that every morning you say that yourself, somewhere it will help you to go through that day.
Yes, I agree with you. Shweta, in the current times, we all have at least one reason to complain about something, right? That something is maids and work and pressure and all of those things. But most of us, thankfully, have at least one thing to be grateful for, if not more. So if we are able to develop that one attitude to say that every day I'm going to be aware and mindful of the fact that what it is that I felt grateful for today. Of course, we're blessed to be at home. We're blessed to not be in a situation as a lot of people are out there. So it's important that we practice that gratitude and learn the importance of things that we have probably been taking for granted. As for mantra, as for telling myself each day, yes, it's good to know what uplifts me, and it could be something that I like to eat that just like uplifts my mood,
just
or
in a good way.
And it's the more I'm aware of these things, it shouldn't be just one. There should be a couple of them. So exactly. So the more I practice them and the more I keep them in my routine, it's a good practice. But I also would suggest to have certain positive statements that I say to myself, especially things like this too shall pass, and that's not a lie. We know that this is a phase, we know it's difficult, and to tell myself that I am doing fine and I am really at peace and I am comfortable with what is happening, and I will get past this in a more better space or in a happier space. So to say positive statements to ourselves is what I would encourage everybody to, you know, practice on a day-to-day basis. Even to say to your family members, like we have been talking and discussing so much about the tension around, it's a good practice to spend a few minutes to talk about ये सब खत्म हो जाएगा तो we would do this, or to, you know, imagine how we are going to be spending this time, so that we look forward to that. When all of this comes to an end, we're all going to be able to enjoy hugging our family member or going out for a cup of coffee with our friend and do all of those things. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But just changing this attitude helps me have a you know, pause. It helps me see the brighter side of COVID. You know, there's this thing where we, of course, we're all in this together. It's an adversity, and we're not denying that. Whether it is COVID or even the economic repercussions that are going to come from this. But one thing that I want everybody to understand and take away is that the beauty of victory and, you know, kind of coming out victorious is when there are difficult times, when things are going fine and it's all smooth and things are in my favor. Achieving success or happiness, or, you know, it's sort of easier, and a lot of people are able to do that. But I feel like we need to look at this as an opportunity to shine brighter, or to innovate, or, you know, kind of to lead and find our peace and deal with how deal with the situations that we are being faced with every day, and come out stronger. And I see that in a lot of people now, you know, just everybody together is coming out with so much resilience that it's so positive and so good to see that people have been able to discover this for themselves, and they need to stay on that and see this as a challenge, but see it as something that they will come out stronger and happier from.
I think just that attitude change is sorting everything out. So I think it was a wonderful, wonderful session covering almost every little aspect that we are going through, all the questions that I received. So thank you so much. I had never really thought about the last aspect that you said, and I'm going to really take that back. Talking about our future plans. ये बहुत बढ़िया बात है, you know, कि यार ये खत्म हो जाएगा ना तो हम ये करेंगे, हम यहाँ जाएंगे, हम ये खाएंगे. The things that we've been missing and looking forward to. So I think talking more positively and talking about the things that we look forward to is going to sort everything. Yeah,
we are spending so much time, Shweta, thinking about what we don't want to be or how we don't want the situation to be. But reality is that the more I think about something, the stronger I am making that thought or that feeling to be. You know, it's almost like saying that if I have two plants in front of me, one is of a nice fragrant flower and one is a cactus. If I keep watering the cactus, I can't complain about why is this cactus growing and kind of poking me, right? Because मैंने उसे attention दिया, मैंने उसे पानी डाला, and I nourished it. But maybe what I needed to do is become aware in the beginning and nourish what I actually want should grow. If I want there to be positivity, if I want to come out of this stronger, then I need to behave in ways that this is how I'm going to come out, and I need to change my actions, change my thoughts accordingly, and nourish the thoughts that will actually help me reach there. So that's a common mistake people make, that they tend to give too much attention to the negative around, whereas that is the exact thing that they don't want in their lives.
Yeah. It's like what we talk, we manifest, and that's what grows within us. So usko avoid karna hai. So to all our public who is watching, who is listening, and who will be watching this live session even later, guys, I think अच्छा बोलो, अच्छी चीजों के बारे में सोचो, अच्छा खाओ और पियो. Please do that. Don't forget that. I think food is something that keeps us high. Totally. So thank you so much, Rashi. Thanks to Inner Light. She's got the light out in us, all of us today. So thank you so much, Rashi. I am clapping for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you for having me. And I'm so happy that we had a very interesting conversation, and would love to connect again in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you.